We're starting now.
Yes.
Okay,
Time to say
hello.
all the bad words. Let's go now.
Hello, stream. It is me. I love.
Did we
I
start
love.
Yeah.
I love
Hello?
Buddha.
Can anybody hear me?
Hey, can you guys hear me? Hey.
I can't hear you guys. I'm sorry. Wait.
No, I can't hear you. Sorry.
Bruh.
Change the audio
can't-
settings.
Hold on. Let me just do the audio real quick.
Oh, I don't
There we
think
go.
he's fucking around.
Hello?
No, I can't actually hear you. Yeah. We can hear you
I
specifically.
see your bubbles
the
going
streamer.
green, but I can't hear you guys.
Yeah. Same. I can't hear that guy. We can't hear you, streamer
Maybe it's
either. You need
games
to
that
change
change
your
the
audio. Oh.
Hello?
Hey.
Wow.
I can hear you guys now.
Okay,
Nice.
good. Okay, let's do the recap. But today,
Imagine the DM telling me I can't act. Shaking my head.
we are one member down, which is unfortunate.
Damn, he's down bad.
It's Lila that's gonna do the recap.
Oh no.
Thank fucking Christ!
We are one member down because Blazar decided to take a
Vacation.
hiatus.
Vacation.
Yeah.
You can just say break.
You could just say that we capped his fucking knees and just dropped them in the trash.
We gotta stay
Hello.
we gotta stay TOS, so we can't say that.
That must have been the wind.
I used to be a traveler like you.
Go.
I took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah.
Halt there, criminal scum! Surrender!
Gonna need a recap from Lila.
I'm just happy that he's not playing RuneScape music. That's what makes me laugh.
Alright, fellas. Well, now Blazar's absent. Y'all. I'm gonna recap, y'all. What happened last session was we protected some goblins from some ogres, and we kind of followed them to the town. They kind of recognized Blazar, and we went into a goblin village. Lala, Jinar, baby kind of busy about Clump, and Jinar and Lala kind of looking around, while Blazar tries to find forward for the leader. Recognizing the dwarfs that they sent in an earlier time, they greeted Blazar with huggies and kisses, and
What?
no, I'm just joking. They greeted Blazar kindly, thanking him. At least they helped around the city, seeing as it kind of improved light from previous time. After a while, the group gathered around a fire, talking to the leader, who's a hobgoblin. The hobgoblin explains the situation and what happened, and also tells about the story about group, which Lila gathered from other goblin. About him at the group. Can I ask how many? Was it 4 people?
5.
5.
5 individuals.
Okay, so there was 5 individuals, and out of those 5, 1 came back, and it's a blue fella. So far, he's unable to speak or wants to be spoken to, and that has been resumed. After getting this information about where they are and where the monsters are, because that's their quest, Lila, Jinar, Blissar, and Baby goes to and plan. Around the map, it happens an argument. Not intended, of some sort. Mostly Jinar, lack of intelligence makes him unable to see emotions.
Rash?
Being rash. But Blazar always wanted to fight, and arguing between Baby, Lala, about maybe take this peacefully, or not engaging in a fight. But then Jinar and Lala went away from the map, leaving the planet at a hold. Lala began fixing on her bullets, trying to make some new bullets for once. And very tempting on scamming one goblin, decided not to. and she felt her pockets become lighter. She shed a tear. While Bibi talked to Jinar, trying to understand. No, was it Bibi? No, it was
No, that was
the star.
Blazar.
The star
Yeah.
tried to talk to Jinar. Well, they kind of, I would say, yeah, they kind of made up, but not really, somewhat. And then, yeah, Baby talked to Blazar, and then Baby talked to Lila. Asked Lila, "Oh, what do you think about, hey, Lila? What do you think about Blazar's position as leader?" Lila said, no, ain't good. We also talked a bit about everything and nothing. And they all gathered, no, we didn't all gather up, did we?
No, you went to sleep. That's where we entered the session.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. Everybody falls asleep and has a restful night, more than usual, within the safe walls, and you rest a little bit easier, and with a full tummy, a restful mind, not fully restful, since there was a little bit of commotion, but eventually, after resting, sleeping, preparing spells, extracts, you know, you guys wake up feeling refreshed. Now you guys were most likely like sleeping like each other's, like you got each other's own places to sleep, basically.
Oh, new day, new opportunities.
I'm gonna go harass some goblins.
All right. So BB would probably be sleeping in like the area they held the meeting.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if anyone else was sleeping near there. He would definitely still want to sleep outside.
Azar went to his own bracket. Lila just went to somewhere named near the blacksmith, and Jinar just found the closest thing to this corner in the east side.
All right, all right. BB is definitely or yeah, everyone wakes up at the same time, or
I mean, we can say that BB, wakes up first since he didn't have a lot to do. So most likely went to sleep early.
yeah. BB is very simply gonna try to find the goblin he fucking defiled last time.
It's gonna be pretty difficult.
Oh, don't worry. Let me simply ask you, DM, do I see a goblin?
Yeah.
I go up to the goblin.
Hey, I'm so sorry for picking you up. I'm really sorry. Like honestly, I'm really sorry for that. You forgive me? Clump?
What? Talking to me?
Yeah. You forgive me, Clump?
Who the hell is Clump?
Ah, that's my boy. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna go do something else, okay? You have fun, I'm sorry.
He just
Yeah,
leaves.
have fun.
And now BB has a clear conscience, as he's apologized to his best friend Clump. Yeah, he's just gonna go back to the little I suppose he set up a little camp. That's where he made the food and all. So
Yeah.
he just goes there and looks over the plans. Maybe tries to write them down.
Yeah, you go back and just take a look at a map once again. Maybe scavenge some, like food, scraps. Just like just trying to be like be as prepared as possible.
Indeed.
Don't get much other than the map location, the map descriptions and stuff. But
Yes. Another thing he's probably gonna do is set up. Or are there training areas here? Like set up.
like there are places where there's small patches of an open field where you can technically train.
BB's just gonna at least try to set up a big area where he can or where they can train the goblins.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what he's gonna do this morning, waiting for everyone else to get up.
Who's just gonna go to open field and just how does he set it up?
I guess he would like find some sticks, maybe dig them into the ground, create like a clear area.
Like an arena type.
Make sure that, yeah, like an arena-ish.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's doable. That's doable.
Yeah, maybe move some gear over so the goblins can use that.
Yeah. You don't have a lot of time, but you can do some stuff.
Yeah. Just begin.
After a while, Lila, Jannar awakes.
I was sleeping with Lal and Jinar.
Everyone was sleeping
You
by their
wish.
own
Slutty ass tiefling.
tonight.
Oh. I ain't afraid of y'all.
BB's gonna use his gun to stop this from happening.
The BB's currently busy. So
That's true. Fail RP, sorry guys.
SMH. Yeah. Now what do you guys do?
Lila gets ready and just goes out. Where well, is the map still on the table?
You have to go back to the central area to check.
Okay, yeah, well, Lila goes and do that.
You, Jannar?
Jannar just sort of sits on his bed and or whatever he's slept on,
Mhm.
and sings a little prayer, casting or rolling a religion. I guess it's like knowledge religion.
Yeah.
Getting a natural one, of course.
Oh.
Good way to start the day. Get them out of the way now before it actually matters.
You
He's
know,
just
with
gonna
a
sing
total
little
of with a
prayer.
natural one, total of 6. You know, like you don't like know a lot of when these prayers have effect, but you know, you still have your belief, and not all days can be as good as others. You know, you still manage to do your prayer. Just that your mind is still a little bit clouded, so thinking of what to formulate is a bit difficult, but you get through, you know. Does he also head back to the central area after praying?
You know, he's gonna, sit where he is right now and sort of sulk a little bit. Just think about what happened last night, all the things that's been said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Once you make it back to the central area, Lila, you can see that the the hobgoblin chief is outside, sitting on his just one of the benches, and like
Okay.
having small talk with some of the goblins. You know.
Yeah.
It looks like some goblins also been like sent out to probably forage for supplies.
Okay.
And you see that the map is still on the table. It hasn't been really touched upon.
Ah. Lila takes a good look at the map. Look here, trying to figure out where this fort of what Blizzard told is, or where it's at.
Well, based on your talk with Bazaar and some of the things the captain said, you know that the fort is somewhere around the end of the valley, and probably at the cave deep in the forest up north.
Lala takes out a pen or coal on a stick,
Yeah, that
and
works.
writes, try to make it clearer on the map where it is for future.
Yeah, you put a large X on the last cave, just
Yeah.
just
And Lala goes out to find Baby.
I don't like how you're calling me Baby. You know, it's kind of weird.
Beyblade, I mean.
Beyblade.
BB, you find BB like quite quickly. He's not that far away, and he was just like putting some sticks in the ground and sort of that. So you find him like really quickly. It doesn't take you a minute even.
Oh, howdy, Baby, you're awake.
Yeah.
So, what y'all up to?
Well, I'm just preparing a little arena because, well, Well, it's not entirely decided. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna spend this day both preparing and training the goblins here.
Yeah. And arena? How?
Well, we need somewhere to fight, right?
I guess. Is there a field like in the city? Not a
Like,
field, but
most of the you see that this is built upon a field, and there are like these small patches of field. They're not big, but they're big enough, you know.
Okay. Lala points to one of the patches, and I think you could probably take them over there.
Yeah,
Good
cause
enough.
I have a little idea for at least what I'm gonna be doing, me and Jannar, because he's gonna teach the goblins how to fight, and I'm gonna summon things for them to fight, so that you get more, taste for real combat while still being safe.
I
Because of course
see.
my summons won't kill them.
I think because I've seen that a lot of these goblins has been hurt and scruffed up.
Yeah,
May-
we need to train them a
maybe
little bit.
maybe I could learn them some alchemy that might help.
Well, I mean, what kind of alchemy you think? How do you think you could teach them? Is it like some natural medicine or something that you can know how to do? Or
Oh,
just some alchemy in general? Something that's simple?
there's a lot of stuff you can use in nature which help a lot.
Yeah, that
And
seems like a good idea.
and you don't need always magical abilities. Usually it's not always useful using all your magic on healing.
Yeah, that
It
seems
can
pretty good.
also drain you.
Yeah, I know all about that. So yeah, I guess you want to get Junior and then we'll gather around some goblins.
Yeah. Have you seen Blizzard?
Bazaar? Well, I think he went to sleep off in one of the barracks, but nothing else really.
Okay. I'll. I guess I'll go grab Chinar and look for Blizzard.
Yeah, how about we split up? It's gonna be quicker. You go get Jannar, I'll get Blizzard.
All right.
Hey,
You can just tell that I'm slowly but surely getting into the BB voice, just testing out because I need to do that every session. His voice is weird.
What are you
okay?
fucking? Aren't you a fucking voice actor? God, I am. Step up. Fucking hell. Come on.
Wait, I'm not a voice actor. What the fuck are you talking about?
What are you
You're
talking
John.
about?
This is expected, okay?
It's me,
Bland.
blonde.
But yeah, no. BB doesn't take that. It doesn't take that long to find Bazaar. You know, you kind of knew where he like went, and you just kind of find kind of barrack tent looking thing.
hi, Blizzard. You doing good? You up?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to go train some of the goblins if you want to join.
Train?
Yeah, that's what we're doing today, right? We're gonna prepare the goblins so that they can at least fend for themselves while we're gone.
Weren't we gonna go through the plan?
Yeah, we're gonna do that as well. We're gonna do that first, but
And like,
at least
I know that Jinar is gonna do something.
yeah, it's fine. We'll go through the plan while we're all here. But yeah, come on.
Yeah. I think I'll I'm not that good of a teacher in the martial side of things.
Oh, that's fine. We'll
But-
need some inspiration, right? You're a
but-
bard, you can do that.
So I think I'm gonna go through the map again.
Alright, yeah, that's
Else-
fine. Well,
I also have some things I need to think about.
yeah, that's fine.
You know.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I understand it's been a little rough around the edges lately. But nothing's gonna change that, so we might as well make the best of it.
Yeah. So
Come on.
I'm gonna try to do that. And you guys kind of head back to, center, which is like the usual meeting place. After a while, you find Jannar, Lila, sitting. He's in a kind of open style tent. Not a lot of goblins around, and he's like just sitting. Looks like he's praying. But it looks like it, you know? Maybe he's praying, maybe he's thinking.
Okay. Lala goes in. Quickly goes out again, and and she kind of walks back and forth, trying encouraging herself, like, all right, Jannar, it's probably didn't mean call me useless. Probably just a bit frustrated at me because I scolded him. It must be fine. Lala goes in.
Yeah.
Chinar! Howdy. Comes closer. Chinar? Approach even closer.
Yeah, you know.
Chinar?
Oh, hello.
Oh, howdy, Chinar. I came back because we all of us are going to meet up in the center or training the goblins, right? And try to make them spend for some fun. You know, you will gladly if you like to come.
Sure. I have nothing better to do.
Okay. Lala goes out to the center.
Yeah. You guys make your way to the center. Do you have any do you have any small talk on the way, or do you just make your way there?
Lala's a bit like awkward silence mode. So, because she didn't take lightly being called useless, even though it probably wasn't intended that way.
Well, you guys make your way into the center where BB and the bazaar is kind of chilling. You see bazaar is BB's just chilling over, by some the bench, eating some leftovers, I'm guessing. And bazaar is like standing over the map, looking like he's taking a second look or a closer look at it. And like scratching his beard a little.
You'll find in anything?
I'm just trying to remember.
Remember exactly what?
You know, our approach, where we went. You know, I had a little bit of a thought last night, and me and BB talked a little here and there, and we came to some some possible conclusions to my answer.
Oh.
You, Jannar, and but I think I'm gonna use the opportunity we have with a little bit of time here when you're going to train the goblins to just sit down and think.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, so you guys now are at town square. The chief is, sitting there, ready available, talking to some goblins here and there that comes by.
Yep. We should probably go over to the goblin chief and get him to set it all up, because he probably knows a little more what kind of goblins are going where. So
Yep.
BB waddles up to the chief.
Lila rolls. I mean, walks.
She Dark Souls rolls all over. No, she has that flippy ring that lets her
True.
do flips.
Yeah, she has a full plate that's like ninja flip.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Yeah, no, you go up to the captain and he's like, yeah.
Hey, we're about to go train the goblins today. So we figured that you knew more. He was gonna come over and train.
Yeah, I set up with Jannar. I was gonna give him some info as soon as he came over.
Yep. Well, I
Hey,
guess that's now.
Jannar.
Yes. What do you want?
I got the remaining of the combat unit, as you could call them that. The ones that are at least have some basic fighting knowledge from the past experience. It's a little bit
Yes.
early in the morning, but I've kind of given them a time and place, and if we just it's gonna be but a little bit by the far side of the town, in a small open field, in about an hour, maybe ish.
Sounds good.
You have an hour to prepare whatever you need.
Yes, sound good.
They all probably have their own weaponry already, so you don't need to think about that.
Okay.
So, you guys, are you staying for long, or are you coming to a conclusion today, or?
Well, we're not entirely sure, but we know that at least today we're gonna set up here and train you guys so that you can fend for yourself, and then most likely tomorrow we'll be heading off.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very thankful for the help, but if we're capable of defending ourselves, but it's not about our necessary combat skills. It's more about that compared to giant hulking beasts, a unit of goblins is not the best, but you know,
Well,
we
that's
will take we take the help we get, and
yeah.
we'll try to
That's not
utilize it.
entirely true. I mean, look at me. I'm shorter than you, and I've probably killed bigger things than you'll ever see in your entire life. I'm kind of cool. But anyway,
Yeah, but
yeah.
you're utilizing magic, I'm guessing.
Well, you think any of these goblins would they be able to get a grasp on magic?
Not in arcane.
No, but my powers aren't arcane either.
They're not the smartest bunch.
That's fine. I'm not that either. But
And
we'll
most
see
of them,
what we can do.
and most of them can't even read. So
BB goes up very close. I'm gonna be honest with you here, okay? I can barely do that as well, so it's fine, okay?
you know,
All right.
most magic users in this world are also gifted people. That's one thing into consideration.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
we'll see what we can do. Just so yeah, in an
Yeah.
hour over there. Cool.
there would have been about 38, but throughout the months they've been cut down to about 28. So that's the numbers you can expect to be working with.
Very well. So yeah. Hope you're gonna have a good day. I suppose we're gonna set up now.
Yep.
All right.
Let's go, boys. BB says in his normal voice. He's been just putting on a voice this entire time, by the way. He sounds like this actually.
Alright, let's go.
I'm just going to say something to the chief. I can learn them some healing tricks I'll know. Not alchemical items. It's not magical, some, but it might help if any of your goblin friends are wounded.
I mean, if anyone of them is interested, go ahead.
All right. Okay, let's head off.
Onwards.
Yeah. You guys head to the far end of town. Doesn't take you long, of course. It's not. There's not like this is huge. You just still gotta find it, you know. But that doesn't take long. After I find the small open field that a small group of goblin already has like gathered, maybe a group of 6, 7. You know, there's some early birds.
Alright. Alright, you scrawny motherfuckers, it's time to get a fucking dueling! To the death! Only the strongest may survive.
Huh? What?
All right.
Oh, that's my new character, guys. His name is Clunk. He's an old man.
Yeah.
That's his catchphrase. His iconic catchphrase. Yeah. All right, so I guess we're just gonna set up and wait for all the goblins to come.
Yeah. You know, unless you want to do something special, an hour goes by, and After that, you slowly but surely see all 28 goblins show. See that some of them has come with, a small pseudo armor, some has daggers, short swords, clubs.
Alright, so, who here is gonna rally them? I guess it would be Jannar. You're gonna be the one teaching them most of the stuff.
All right. Oh, Jannar sort of stretches, his bones crack into place. He's like stretching all around his back, every muscle in his body, like
All his joints were dislocated.
he's like really getting ready for this, like super getting ready. Cause look, he's gonna roll nat 1 on this check.
I mean, I would say that because you're using the whole day, like because you're using most of the day, like doing this, I would say a roll isn't really necessary. You know?
Okay, sure. Yeah. So Jannar sort of prepares for this long day, teaching these goblins how to fight a enemy.
Now, what does he specifically teach them? That's like the big.
He teaches them not to react to the threat of the weapon, but to react to the actual weapon that is coming towards them. So he teaches them to focus on the center of the enemy in front of them instead of focusing on all 4 arms, because that's exhausting in a battle. And he's essentially teaching them that even though there are 4 swords pointed at you, that does not mean that all 4 will come at the same time. You need to focus on the one that comes at you one at a time.
Okay. So you're basically screaming, "Dodge!" I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm basically like almost hitting them, but not really hitting them. Yeah. And every time they flinch, I just go again.
Yeah, you take out some of some members that you think like or like you ask for volunteers, and some volunteers comes up, and you kind of show off the general practice that you're gonna go through, and you take small groups and go through the practice, and what you do is set up them in their own group where they kind of rotate being the one at disadvantage, Yeah. So in a group of 4, there's 3 against 1, but they're not really like, they're just, you're just teaching them how to effectively be nimble, I guess. Is that how I could describe it? Being more nimble and concentrated.
Being more reactive.
Yeah.
Instead of being too focused on something, being more reactive to something new that happens.
Yeah. So yeah, you just set up set them up with their own like small groups of their own, so they can just continue the practice, even when you're gone.
Yeah.
And this takes about, I would say it takes about 1/3 of a lesson, and BB maybe uses some one of his summons to aid, or
yeah,
in the
he's just gonna summon the closest thing he has to like ogres and giants, which is like giant apes and lions and such, and just big stuff, things that are bigger than them.
bloody human skeleton.
Not bloody human skeletons. No, they're not fighting humans. They're fighting big things. He's gonna summon the biggest thing he has access to, and just, carefully orders them to spar. Doesn't like, it doesn't go kill. It doesn't give them kill move.
Yeah,
It's
they're going easy on them. That's like the
yeah.
gist of it, and it's let's say like this
Dodge.
dodge. I love that fucking I love that fucking thing. It's just they scream dodge, and it's like, I don't think screaming dodge and hitting me is helping. Dodge. Yeah, the goblins. It takes a long while for them to pick up. But at the end of like the third of the lesson, they pick it up enough that they will remember it. It's not like it's far from combat ready. That like they're far from utilizing this in combat, But they've come like far enough as to where they can practice it. Like very early, very like early stages,
That's probably all we're gonna be able to do in that field. So, I don't know how. I guess that's Janar's part done. How far into the day is this?
It's like, I would say this is 1/3 of the whole lesson, to be honest.
Okay. So, at least I don't know if Lila's gonna.
Like at least 5-6 hours went into this,
Yeah. So I don't know if Lila's gonna teach her her medicine stuff to these goblins in specific, because BB has something in mind for the goblins, but
That depends,
Hey, Lila,
Howdy.
you, I know maybe you should, I mean, I don't know if these goblins necessarily need to learn this. I guess you should just prepare and show it to the others. Like maybe show it to the chief and teach them some alchemy. And then they can do that amongst themselves, because, well, we're kind of limited on time here.
Well, that's true. Lila. I just had this image that Lila just sat down. Lila stands up and kind of like walks quickly to the chief.
Hmm?
And yeah, I'll wait until I get to the chief.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long. You get to him. It's go right away. Now you know where you need to go,
Yep. Howdy.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Going well. I get it, because you're gonna be here far longer than I'm gonna be.
Well,
I can. What if I teach you some healing? You know, healing, non-magical, and how to.
If we're talking about patching up wounds and caring for wounds, I am enough experienced in that field.
Well, for example, wait, where is it? Oh no, did I scroll past it? Oh no, wait, here it is. I say, do you know how to make anti-plague, for example, or antitoxin if encounters like that would surge into your town, city?
Well, number one, no. Number two, we don't have the ingredients we don't have the plants or the necessary ingredients or tools to make those antitoxins or anti-plague stuff. Problem is that we're far up north and there isn't a lot of fertility up here. And we're also late in the autumn season.
Oh.
I get what you're coming at, but I don't think a plague or a toxin is gonna be the. It's not the thing we're worrying about the most.
Well, I guess it might be worthwhile if you teach the goblins, you know, your healing stuff.
I've tried. It's like, yeah, they do respect me as chief, but it's hard, you know. Morale is on the all-time low. Supplies are low, and you know, I think the only reason we even got those 28 goblins to show up is because of you know. So if there were someone, I would encourage them in, even like even in the first place. They're not that wise or smart, and you know, it's not like there may be some goblins that has interest in it as a niche, you know, but most of them isn't like, you know, most of them are still your average goblin, you know. Everyone's unique. That's the important thing here. It's more
Let's see.
it's more or less about finding the right persons and those who are interested in than to try to teach. Like if I knew that you wanted to do this beforehand, I could have searched out for particular people that want to do this, but you know, don't have all the time in the world.
I would like to. I would like to. How about if I survive from this encounter of the fortress? How about I come back and do teaching?
But of course, if the importance to head back to, if there's more importance to head back to, you know, Halgrim, is that's what it's called, right? The city across the town, across the sea. I mean,
But how would you all have it? What if they track where we've been? If they
we've
find us?
we've I think we have hidden ourselves pretty good. Like, if they didn't find us with the big war band going through the whole width of the entire forest, I don't think them tracking you down is gonna be the worst or the most dangerous thing.
I would say otherwise because you never know. Maybe they have a. Maybe it's not just monsters. Maybe they are Sorry for using monsters.
It's okay. They are.
What if they have, spellcasters and such? I'd figure it out.
I mean, personally, I would love for you to. It's not in a mean way, but if the chance for us to maintain our secrecy would be better if you, like, let's say you get caught out on your way there.
Yeah.
Or you fight, or whatever, you get their attention. By leading them here, it's gonna increase the. Or by going back here, it's gonna increase the likelihood of them finding us.
Mm.
I know you wanna be of help, but if the threat is big enough that it's. Remember, I take pride in this, but if the threat is so, like, I don't even know what they're planning, and if their threat is big enough to threaten the main capital, of this island, Algrim, if they're a big enough threat to be a threat to them, I think prioritizing them instead of us is more important. If that makes sense.
I see where you're coming from. Well, I guess it's better to be safe than sorry.
And to be honest, we we would most likely not have like, if we even tried to escape, we would most likely not survive the sea journey.
Oh, well, kind of off topic. Because on our way there, is there anything we should be aware of that is not them?
I mean, back in the old days, like, there has been legends and myths about, various beings. That there was a monster in the swamp with 5 heads. That there is a dragon roaming around these mountains. That, that there is a mysterious white being causing snowstorms and blizzards here. There are a lot of folklore and legends and, creatures that are, people said they've seen them, they've heard of them. For now, it's rumors.
Can Lila take an intelligence?
Yeah.
Because she's heard of the historians before.
Yeah.
But
I would say Ace has bragged about this, so she can recollect that, like, with the DC was 5, so it's good.
Oh.
Because I mean, you're the reason you're adventuring is the historian, so you not remembering specific details is, it's like you studying for a subject for like 2 years and not remembering like anything. You've heard, like, Ace has bragged about killing a dragon with 4 Grim. Killing a white dragon. But it was never specified if it was an adult, or if it was a wormling, or if it was a young dragon, Well, you know what they killed the dragon and they killed a 5-headed monster of some sort.
I've heard those stories when I, well, kind of studied historians. I heard that Ace took care of a white dragon and someone else took care of a 5-headed creature.
Huh. That's it's really so. Looks like we got more in our hands than just ogres. I guess.
Well,
Let's hope.
Lacus-
Let's hope that dragon was, I guess, the last of its kind. At least here. You know, in the worst case scenario, they killed the mother, and best case scenario, there's no more dragons. The second best scenario is, you know, them killing the mother and the child being left alone, and the worst scenario would be, you know, they kill the child of the mother or parent,
oh,
you know.
oh.
I mean, leaving the stronger enemy furious is kind of, you know, not the best. And I don't know. I don't know the nature of dragons, but I'm just assuming they're. I haven't heard, like, they're myths, and I've only heard about their destruction, like them destroying towns and ruling cities.
Oh my god, now you gave me that information. Now I'm panicking over what's happening in the Hallgrim right now.
Huh?
I'm panicking at what's happening to Hallgrim right now.
What? Nothing.
Oh god.
What do you mean? What
Okay,
could happen? What are you, fucking Ace? Don't worry about it.
I mean, we need to have a whole place to come back to.
Don't worry about it.
I would say it would be probably. I don't know much, but I know they killed a dragon.
Well, let's hope they kill the right one then.
Yeah.
They were really that strong, and they couldn't take the fortress? Huh.
Well, Lila hears that while she walks off.
What the fuck? That's what he thinks, like, how the fuck? they killed some mythical being but couldn't take a half-assed fortress, I mean. That's like what he's like finishes off with.
Well, what that hobgoblin don't know that Ace is specialized in
Dragon
one
killing.
yeah, killing one specific type of enemy.
Ace. Who would defeat Ace? 1 dragon or 100 goblins?
Probably the goblins.
Imagine dying to goblins.
Imagine dying to an elf with a wolf, being a dragon 2 times.
Okay, fine. What? You only killed 1 dragon, okay?
No, I killed also Ace killed the other dragon in the water that killed Flynn and Twilily.
Sure, that was a dragon.
Probably not a dragon, but it was a beast who could breathe fire.
No. he breathed.
But how did he?
He breathed scalding water.
Ah. Yeah, it's just boiling. It's just boiling fire now.
Yeah, no. What does Lyle do?
After gathering this information, Lila goes to to Blizzar. And kind of also waits for the others while chatting a bit to Blizzar.
What are you chatting about?
So, figuring out what you don't know.
I mean, like, I remembered the route we went at least. But it's more about figuring out what are. It's less about figuring out how we get there. It's about what we do when we get there. That's the important thing.
Mhm.
Now, personally, I believe in our group and that we could, that we can take them on. But with the group being in disagreement, I'm just thinking over it.
Well, and
Like, come on, if you had enough gunpowder, you could level the fortress.
Thank you for pointing that out.
No, I'm just saying, I know we're at a weak point right now. Jinar is cursed. You are down on ammunition. I'm not trying to do this in a negative way, okay? I'm just trying to, you need to see. I'm trying to take the leader role a little bit more seriously.
Okay.
So you kind of need to see from all the perspectives.
Is Blizzar sitting down?
He's taken like the whole fucking bench and just sat it by the map, like, and that's like what he's been staring at the whole time.
Okay, well,
and he has also made this small sketch of how the fortress kind of looked.
Okay, so Lila sits beside Blizzar. Blizzar.
Yeah.
Maybe not focusing on what we don't have, but focusing on what we do have. I still have magic. Or extracts. You also still have magic. You can inspire the group. What I'm trying to say, we need, even though we're low on what makes us us, we should not use that. We should not make that the only thing that makes us us. You know?
Yeah. I know that.
And
it's just
I know.
I know what we have. You have your flight, you have your spells, BB has his summons, his Aegis, but we're missing. I'm not. You're pretty useful with your spells. I can hand you that, and you haven't been useless, like at all. It's just,
That's quite flattering.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. Okay. It's just, you know, when you notice, I know, or at least I notice the big, you know, the big drop in like offensive power when you didn't when you don't have ammunition. Like if we compare
Well,
from the boat journey.
I know, but hey,
So
this isn't a fighting mission. It's intel gathering. And I guess what we can do, know a spell or an extract that's it doesn't make me invisible forever, but it can gather us some information. Also, I know something else that might help too, from our part.
okay.
And we don't have to fight. Fighting should be last resort in this case, even because, like you said, we're quite low on whatever we have.
I mean, I get it. It's just going from the last group from this is it's much different.
How come well, like you told me, Dace was a great leader, and
Ace was a great leader, but the thing is, we were never pinned down. We always had the edge.
I
That
see.
that was the huge part of it. We always had the edge in the battles. And yeah, we lost a lot of allies, but I think it's more to blame that we were inexperienced more than and unlucky more than we didn't have the edge. But you know, the more we got into it, just the more we got into it, the more we fought, and the more battles we came out successful. That makes sense.
Well, so far I know and you know we're not your past group, and I know you know that. And I also given you this all this advice, so it will help you make a clear image to what we can do. Because maybe fighting worked for you, Ace and Greyhand, and Forgrim, and all the thousand of other uh, members, but it doesn't mean it always work. Some situation we just must run or do what we do best. Be helpful and do our deed, our mission. And we don't have Ace, we don't have Greyhand, but now you have us, I can say. and learning from this might learning from new experiences, new people, it might help you become a greater group leader.
Yeah. I
Is
mean,
he talking to me?
no, he's talking to Bazaar.
Okay.
I'm just trying to follow the steps of. I'm trying to replicate what Ace was, but in my own way. But that hasn't seemed to be working out.
I clearly know you aren't Ace, and you will never be. You're Balsar. And then what Ace would have done, what would have you do?
Well, usually he gave out orders and I followed them. That was, and for most of the time we were led by. We were like most of my time in the historians was when Tirana betrayed us. So most of the time I was just following behind Ace's revenge plan. And I feel like I am Ace in this situation. With what happened to, you know.
I know. I know it's hard. And uh well, like I said, you know, I lost my mother, never really knew her from the start, but I can just imagine losing someone you love ain't easy. And being losing something that's quite dear to you, it must hurt and cloud your head. But I think that's the time when we should, all of us should stick together the most. When we are having a hard time, when we don't know what we're doing, and ask for guidelines from your friends.
Yeah.
You're not alone, Blizzard. We're all in here together.
I guess. Well, I should probably get back to what I was doing, you know. Ain't got all day.
True. Maybe I should get the others. We can all get ready for, the big day.
Yeah, I mean, let them finish their, you know. It seems like they're having fun, you know, doing something else than fighting all the time, you know. Let them have their fun. Maybe we can just talk in the evening.
All right. Yeah, I think so far Lila now just gathers stuff and making sure she has all the extracts she needs, ammunition she can have. Just kind of packing and getting ready.
Yeah, because you're actually getting ready, I'm gonna give Lila a kind of. Lila notices that just having the bolts loose in her backpack is maybe not the greatest idea. She's missing a quiver.
Quiver.
No.
Damn. The bolts. Oh yes. Okay, Lila tries to find the. Oh no, the goblin again. The same goblin.
Do you try to like find information about where a quiver might be?
Yes.
Roll me a diplomacy.
Diplomacy. Where is?
So that is information
diplomacy?
gathering.
Okay. I roll. Roll. Ooh.
Hey, 15. 15 is not bad. Yeah, it's like you've gotten pretty known about the city, and after a while you find a goblin that has a quiver laying around, and it's like, I mean, I just have it here. Like you can probably have it, to be honest. I don't. It's like you see that he just has a lot of junk like piled up, and the quiver was just in the pile.
Ah. So Lila runs towards there. And
Yeah, I'm just guessing that you were already talking to him.
oh yeah, okay. So yeah, talking like quiver, looking. Do I need to pay for this?
I mean, I really don't see that it's worth anything. I just put it in the junk pile. It's there for a reason, so
Yeah,
you probably
but Lila
just take it,
just.
with a 25 appraise. How many bolts did you have again?
I have 25.
Oh, that's actually a quiver. What the fuck's the cost of a quiver again? Yeah, never fucking mind. I remember. The quiver was worth about 1 gold piece.
Lila flips a gold piece into the goblin, onto the goblin.
I mean, thanks. I don't know.
You're welcome.
Well, smiley day to you. Just kind of flips the coin.
Lila, yeah, puts the bolts in the queef. Huh?
No, nothing.
The queef? I'm sorry, what did you say?
The queef?
You do know what a queef is, right?
Queef?
It's a pussy fart.
Oh my god.
You just ruined a long series OP with she queefs. She puts it in her queef.
Oh god.
God fucking damn it.
I couldn't hold it down. Oh my god.
Just like the queef, I guess.
Bruh. Oh my god. I was
How do you write it?
quiver. Quiver. Like you're quivering.
Where did you get queef from?
I don't know. My brain just went queef.
Oh my god. Oh bro. I broke down
Got
so
queef from the
fast.
mind.
I broke down so fast. I was not prepared for that.
No, I mean, I exploded. This is why I'm muted, because sometimes I just laugh so fucking hard when this shit happens.
Thank god I haven't slipped up like that. My god.
Oh my god. Okay, back to the session.
Yeah, back to it. You have your quiver.
My quiver.
can hold 30 arrows or bolts.
Yep.
And how a crossbow works is you need to shoot. Unless you have quick, rapid reload.
I do have rapid reload.
Is that what it's called? Oh, rapid reload. Yeah, you need to have rapid reload chosen for the specific weapon.
Oh yeah, okay.
So,
Yeah, I just have it for the revolver then.
so how it works then? You need to shoot, use a round to reload, and then you can shoot again.
Yep. Okay. Where is there? These. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Queef.
So where does she go now? It's like,
Yeah, so far she just sits and waits.
it's BB. You know, what did BB want? What did BB want to do? You know, are you going through Janar's exercise?
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start a cult, baby. So, BB's gonna get the goblins, get the attention of some of the goblins that have been training.
Hey,
I mean, you get the attention of most of the goblins since they're on the
Yeah,
break.
yeah,
They're on
yeah.
the break.
he just, yeah. Hey, you guys, I just had a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you have like a big sky guy, like a big guy up there as he points to the sky, like a big guy looking for you, you know? Big cool guy.
You mean a
Looking after
You mean
you?
a religion?
What it does, yeah.
I mean, personally, most of us doesn't. Some of us do, but most of me just. Our belief sits in our chief.
Suppose that works, but one of the things that would really help you guys survive is a relatively unified faith. Because what if some of you manage to become clerics? You can actually help the village. You can heal. You can, keep everything nice and tidy.
I mean,
That and
I mean,
I do believe I've found a way for you guys to channel some magic.
I get what you're trying to come at, but personally, there's maybe one or two people in this group here that follows a god, I would say. And yeah, being a unified group is great and all, but we're already unified by
Yeah, but
having our faith in the chief.
yeah, I understand that, but
So we are already
haven't
unified.
have you guys ever just looked into the forest and thought that there's something there?
Yeah. Nature.
Yeah,
Forest.
watching over you. Have you ever just
More like
sat
danger from
down?
all sides.
To some it is that, to others it is sanctity, it is home. And, well, I've heard a lot that you goblins aren't the brightest bunch, and neither am I. And, well, while I don't really like to gloat, I am relatively powerful, at least considering that I'm a tiny little halfling.
I mean,
And
we've seen that.
I got yeah, I got my strength from just being in the woods. And I, I don't know, I just want to help you guys. You're my friends. And I think that maybe if you tried communing a little with nature, maybe something would happen eventually.
But you
That would
said you
be
got your
very
you said you got your power from the woods.
well. I'm not entirely sure myself, but there is definitely something there in the woods which washes over me. And
Which
well,
means that it's reached out to you.
yes,
Which means that, I mean, if some god reaches out to any of us, or the forest reaches out to any of us, some of us might take it, some of us might not, you know? It's more about us having free will for once. So chasing to follow someone or depend on someone is not what we're looking for right now, but
well then, my friends.
if the opportunity comes by where we can be granted powers like this
But
without sacrificing our freedom,
okay, I've got something for you. That's genuinely what I'm here to talk to you guys about. You see, I don't really personally consider myself to be that religious. However, Gosra is a god which values all of those things. And especially freedom. And generally just respecting the sanctity of nature. He has never talked to me. He's never reached out to me. But still I can feel him watching over me. It's not something that you bind yourself to. It's, well, more like a friend. And I'm just gonna, you know, tell you about him, I suppose. That if any of you hear the call of nature, it might be cause for knocking on the door. And if you manage to...
or a vicious crocodile,
Huh?
or a
Well,
vicious crocodile.
that's not what I'm talking about. You know that. Come on.
I don't know. Forest calling out to you, know? Seems kind of sus.
BB picks up his gun.
Among
No,
Us.
Marcus. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I took a little bit of your time, but I
It's okay.
I wanted to see because
We're open
I really
ears.
think, yeah, I really think that this little settlement can definitely benefit from some more casters. And if some of you maybe manage to become clerics, or maybe some of you become druids, that will definitely help your chances of survival.
I've heard of these clerics and druids, but I've only heard that, only specific chosen gets powers.
Yeah, what's stopping any of you from being chosen?
Oh, really? That, first you gotta get the want, need.
I I understand that you guys are,
It's
well,
something that has to happen naturally. You don't just choose someone to fall in love with.
I understand, but I just want to put it on the table because it may actually help you guys later down the line. Just remember the name Gosra.
Sure.
Then he just whispers to himself,
Fucking heretics. So anyway, yeah, I gotta go. Love you, bye. Platonically, of course.
Yeah. It's still like
Bye, Clump.
one third of the day.
oh no, that's not enough trading for them, those little shits. We can't over drill them. Then they're gonna forget everything.
Do you add anything onto it, or do you just let them do that? Do your same?
Now that's a nice ass fort map right there. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, Blazar drew a fort map.
Yeah, that's definitely Blizzard using MS Paint. Oh boy. I guess he's just gonna. BB's just gonna do. I don't know. There's not really a whole lot. I guess. Oh, I know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
He's gonna use Arcane Mark on the ground and just write BB was here.
BB was here.
BB was here.
How long does an arcane mark last? Forever?
It's permanent.
Where do you like set it up?
I'll put it right where I'm standing. I'm like setting it up while while
Just in a
talking to
random
those
ass
guys.
place in town.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
nobody fucking understands it because it's in half.
Yep.
Yeah, no, yeah. Jannar, you know, still you've gotten one third of the day. You know, it's done. Anything more Jannar adds to the lesson? Doesn't need to be
As
combat
we're-
wise.
As we're 1/3 of the way, I'm gonna teach the goblins about the benefits of flanking an enemy. I'm gonna, basically teach them the lesson that, unless the enemy has two heads and they can face them like two ways, that it's very beneficial to like have one of you guys in the front and one of you guys in the back, because then when one of you hits, the other one can also hit either as the enemy is blocking or as the enemy is hitting back. There's a sort of a chance that you can take to strike the enemy at a vital place, and that sort of demonstrates with two goblins. I like pick out the two best, the two that I see are like the absorbent of learning, and I pick them out and give them like instructions, and I just go, you stand there, you stand there. When I strike this guy, you like sort of hit me in the back, like under here, and you'll see that I can't defend. So I'll sort of spend like another 1/3 maybe teaching them this lesson about flanking the enemy and how it can be beneficial both defensively and aggressively.
Yeah, you see them pick up on it fairly quickly, and they get the hang of it, and they're even using they're even like without even bumping in, they're even using surrounding flanking. Having a flank on like or like two people flanking at the same time on one person, and while they're improving their flanking and all that, they're also kind of picking up on where to place themselves, and they pick up on this, and with with you picking out one of the quick learners, they like the bottom stack, has also picked up the pace. And by the end of the by the end of it, they've pretty much picked it up. Like they understand the concept, but they're still gonna work on it, of course.
Yeah.
So, what's Jinar's like final lesson of the day?
He's gonna teach them a little bit about fighting defensively. You know how it can be beneficial to sometimes if you're against an opponent and you can tell that they're not very strong, but they're very agile or they're very heavily armored. You can fight this way instead, which is like fighting defensively. And while it's harder to hit the enemy whilst you're doing this because of your footwork, because of your where your arms are, you're blocking all the time. The enemy is gonna have a harder time hitting you as well because you're not as open to attacks. So I teach them a little bit about fighting defensively, and then I sort of tie it all together in like one final sort of lesson. Tie all of these things, three things together, and like sort of show them how you would like combine techniques.
Yeah. Yeah. This is much more difficult for them because they all they know is kind of like aggression, but with all the small bits of defensive work that they picked up from all the others, all the other all the other teachings, they pick it up, and after finishing the training session, you feel satisfied, and Jinar feels like he still got it, and that is like he's got more confidence in his abilities now, like he might have been worrying about not remembering everything, but he did, and that basically gives him a small confidence boost for the day. And you think that these goblins are gonna pick up on it? They're not gonna be the best, but they're gonna be above the average farmer. So, what do you do after?
Well,
it's starting to be in the evening, around dinner time.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Jinar prepares a sort of. He asks one of the goblins if there's like a fire pit in the village.
I mean, yeah, and the center is like the you can put a fire pit there,
All right, you guys mind if I start a fire so we can make some food?
Burn
Yeah.
it all down, baby.
Let me just move the map real quick.
Yeah. Obviously, this is not like Jinar speaking. This is an interpretation, because Jinar doesn't have perfect English. I just want to point out, in case there are any roleplay nerds watching. Then Jinar sort of starts the fire. Prepares prepares a place to put the kettle, and he takes out some rations. Asks the goblins if they can forage some of the things they can find in the rations, like berries, some vegetables if they have that, some wheat, and maybe they've been hunting today. He sort of like gathers up all of the ingredients they use in stew, and then he sort of prepares.
He's trying to like create
create
this
a
small
meal.
feast,
Yeah, it's like creating a feast for the goblins to like show them that what they did today, it's worthy of.
Yeah. Anyone? Does anyone else? Lazar actually, as soon as he figures out what you're up to, it's like he comes up to you and like, "Hey, Jinar,
Oh, Blizzard, hello.
you mind if I help you?
Oh
With-
no, not at all, friend. I need help. Organizing the goblins. If you go over there, I think his name is. I think BB said his name was Gronk. If you go over there, he looks lost.
Yeah, just tell me if you need any help with the ingredients and such.
Oh yes, okay, so of course, friend.
Yeah, I'll go help out the lost goblins.
Thank you.
See, Bazaar like goes, helps the goblins carry stuff in here and there, and helps you make the food.
Yep.
So I can probably just. He can. It's up to you if you wanna roll, or if you wanna let Bazaar roll, or.
Roll. Let him roll. I think it's better survival than me anyway.
How big is the fire?
Big enough for your mom. No, that's a lie because she's fucking planet-sized.
Well, stop speaking facts.
Don't you mean facts?
Oh,
That's what they're called when they're about your mom because they combines the words fact. So it's funny. Facts.
Ha 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 ha.
Wait, he put cooking in perform. Never mind. It's the same
Yeah.
skill check.
Don't worry about. I looked at this character sheet a couple times. Don't worry about it. It's.
Yeah, you can
it's
also
not-
roll
it's
a.
Not, it's
Hey.
not meant for human eyes. His character sheet.
You can
It's meant for the eyes of a deity.
you can roll a survival to try to aid him.
Alright, friend. I had mentor once who told me that if you put onion inside apple, it's very good. Here, I'll show you. Like this.
Hey, you actually managed to aid him. Wait,
I gave him
yeah,
AIDS.
you managed to give him a +2, which makes it a 16.
I give aids to people who need.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
We
like
do
at
be
the end of the
needing
day,
that.
you managed to create a stew of some sort, with a little bit mixed of your culture with Bazaar's, food experience, and you managed to, get a good meal out of it, A little weird with all the combinations, but it's much better than dry rations and beef jerky.
Beef.
Hey yo, don't do my man beef jerky like that. He's just down bad. That's why he's jerking it all the time.
Jerking the beef.
Yeah, no. You guys have the feast, and the goblins are, they're. Seems like they're really happy about it,
And then once we're done with the feast, right? I sort of look at Blissar, and Blissar looks at me. I sort of start running towards him in slow mo. He starts running towards me in slow mo. Jump, and we high five in the air. Freeze frame. The outro song starts playing. Ba 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 ba. Blissar and Jannar.
That's actually good. Yeah, no. It's like when he like sits beside you when eating, and he kind of like sits beside you, and it's like, hey, Dinar.
He is my friend.
I'm really sorry about what I've been saying this past couple of days.
Well, it's nothing you have to say sorry about. It's true. I did mistake lose brain, or at least keep best. But I'm still Jannar, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe just dumb Jannar, but maybe this Jannar also want to exist.
I mean,
Maybe
You're-
smart Jannar has been alive for. That's all I tried to say.
you're not dumb. You just teach a lot of goblins how to fight.
That doesn't sound like Blizzard at all. Oh, I know. I taught them to fight, but he sort of leans in and whispers to Blizzard, "Any idiot could teach a goblin to fight, you know."
I've just been in not the best headspace ever since we arrived to the city.
Yeah, I noticed. I
And
have
it-
something to tell you, actually.
And it kind of dragged me down into this self-destructive path. And I've only been looking at the negatives of our team. About how Lila can't shoot. How
useless.
not useless.
You can tell that when Blizzard says this, he's saying it with like a glint in his eyes. And... Jannar, sorry, not Blizzard. I said Jannar, not Blizzard. You didn't hear anything wrong.
Like, I mean, and seeing just the negative side of, the curse. I mean, a curse is a curse, but I had a talk with BB and with my sword, which can talk, by the way. Really cool, right?
Oh yes. No one here doubts that Blizzard. Jannar sort of looks at BB with like, what the fuck, eyes.
You're like sitting just you and Bazaar, kind of basically right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at BB though. BB's there. He's at the party. I invited him. I'm just looking at him across the fire.
Yeah.
It's like that scene from Always Sunny.
Exactly that scene. That's literally what I was referencing.
Yeah, no. And I took what you said to me for you. Stormed off. And be thinking about it.
Well, I have advice for you, my friend. And I only tell you this because we are friends. It does not help me that you think about it. It only helps me when you do something about it.
That we are. Soon as possibly can, of course. I've got to thank you for, accepting my apology.
Well, as much as I'd hate to admit it, I mean, you are an orc, and it's not really the most handsome one at that, but
What do you mean? I'm really
we
fucking
will
handsome.
always be family. I will always be your brother, both in arms and in meals.
And in praying.
Yes, of course, but I don't look at Sarenrae's followers as brothers or sisters. I look at us all as one. It's more like we are all same person than brother and sister, but family also works. It means same thing. You can tell that, Jannar is like weirdly, he's like becoming more articulate, even though he's lost like half his intelligence. He's like his words are starting to sound a little bit more pronounced.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna get through this, and I'll try to do my best.
Oh, I'm not sure we will get through this. I know we will, but sorry. You just have to stop calling me dumb, and I will fight for you.
And what if I don't? Huh? I was kidding.
Then I will fight you, and I'll beat you up because you are a stupid orc bard. Friend, I am only joking.
You kind of like gives you like this, just kind of like jokingly punches you in the arm. It's like,
Well,
Hello,
anyway,
traveler.
Jannar,
No.
Jannar is getting a little bit weary. Think maybe it's time to go. Think maybe it's time to go to bed.
I have one more thing we need to go through before we head to rest.
Of course, my friend. What?
It's more a group thing, so I think we need to wait out the feast, if that's all right.
Oh, it's no worry. I'll try to stay awake.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a Constitution on that one.
It's a
See if I actually
fortitude.
do stay awake. Fortitude, I meant fortitude. Over 10 is staying awake. I failed. Wait, I got 10.
Hey, that's
I
good.
did say over 10.
So it's like,
I'm gonna be strict with myself. I did say over 10. I didn't say 10 and above.
damn.
I'm not fully asleep, but I'm like dozing off. You could tell it's getting
Yeah.
difficult to keep Jannar awake.
They can but they can wake you up as when they need to, basically.
Yeah, but I can't promise that Jannar will stay awake after
Yeah.
he's woken up. That's he's gonna be awake for as long as he can, but then he might fall asleep again.
I don't know. Or you can just take a nap and we can wake you up as power nap, and we can wake you up when the meeting starts.
No, I'm gonna keep rolling fortitudes. It's more fun.
Oh no, that was Bazaar saying.
Oh, okay. No, friend. I am more than capable of staying awake.
It's okay if you say so. And Bazaar heads to just stands up and heads to BB. Hey, BB.
Yeah, what?
I think things are good between me and Jannar again.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool, actually.
We're gonna have a little meeting at after this feast. The whole group. Discuss
Yeah, that
discuss
seems-
our plan tomorrow.
Yeah, that seems good.
So, enjoy it, and I'll go update Lila.
All right.
And it goes.
Well, while Dressar sees Lila, he sees Lila counting her bullets in the chamber of the revolver. Kind of twisting the barrel.
Hey,
Oh, howdy.
you seem I would say you seem not stressed, but yeah, stressed. What's
You know,
are you still thinking about the whole gun ordeal?
no, it's just, you know, it's kind of big day and never, you know, never done this before, so of course I'm a bit stressed. But I know we will get through this if we just stick together.
Don't let it get you down, you know? Do as you said to me. Look at the positives.
I will.
I mean, don't you gotta... Hey, I mean, I see you got a crossbow, you know?
Yeah,
That's great, you know? It's really positive.
not. I mean, it's positive, yes. It's not quite what I'm used to, but I get a hang of it, kind of. Just trying to figure out. Just seeing her reloading, like, yes, like this. Never, you can see her never used a crossbow in her entire life. I'm like, yep, that's how I reload a crossbow. So you wanted to ask me something, or just because you came over here?
Oh yeah, I think I've patched up things with Jannar for now,
Oh, that's good.
and we're gonna have a small meeting before we head to sleep when everything calms down.
Uh, I'll be there. Just give the signal.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's quite a nice party, ain't it?
Yeah. It's, they made a lot of progress. Looks like it. Reminds me of the old days.
I could imagine it was great. And I guess it still was. You were kind of like me. New and didn't know what you got yourself into. But you're learning. And in the end, you become a veteran, like you are.
Yeah.
You see, Blizzard see Lila kind of like had a sip of the soup but haven't eaten, or I don't know if it's eaten or drank the soup. What is the right? Do you eat the soup or do you drink the soup?
Eat.
Okay, so you can see she hasn't eaten the soup. She's just taken some sips and bites. Oh.
You're not hungry? I mean, I know you're not hungry, but you know.
I don't know. Don't feel like food. Also, probably because I'm a bit stressed.
Maybe take a walk. You know,
Maybe I need it.
maybe I don't know. You got whatever to do the whole day. You could take a small flight if that's what you want.
I think I'll do that after the meeting. You know?
Yeah. So, the evening goes by, and as time goes, the goblins start to dissipate, and the only ones left are some of the dwarves, the chief, and you guys. And Lazar goes to Jinar's like, hey, Nar, Nar. Jinar.
Jinar is fast asleep.
Like he's not waking up at all.
You're gonna have to try it a little bit louder than that.
Jinar! Actually, like,
Oh! What? Lazar, why are you screaming so loud? What's wrong?
Because you fell asleep.
We're under attack.
We're under attack? Oh!
Yes.
Jinar, like stumbles up on his feet, like clumsily draws out all like one slips out of his hand, like landing point down at like Lazar's feet. He's like jumping around, trying to like get the fog out of his eyes. He's half armored because he tried to undress himself before going to sleep, so he's like his chest plate is like dangling off.
Don't worry, we're just starting the meeting.
What's me? Oh. Ooh. Meeting, yes, of course, yes. Jinar was a little worried that we were invaded. It's fine. I had it under control, completely under control. He buttons up his armor again and he like puts away his 3 swords and he looks confused as to where the 4 turns around, he sees he's behind him, he's like put it there on purpose. And then he's like, yeah, he's trying to play this off, it's not going well.
Okay. And I'm guessing everybody's gathered around.
Yep.
Okay, so I've spent the whole day trying to. I'm having a hard time, but I try to remember everything. And as he kind of pulls out this drawing, it's not a good drawing. It's like you don't really know what it is, but it's the fort drawing. Like this is. I can't really draw.
You made when you were a child.
Yes, of course. No.
No?
No. This
It looks
is.
like it.
This is what.
Looks like a 4-year-old draw it.
I get
like
it.
A tiny baby that don't even talk. Looks like it draw it. It's so bad, Lazar.
Yes, I know.
It's incredible. It's incredible how bad it is. It's almost like it's worth more because.
Is he being petty?
I was just being honest.
No, I'm just kidding. Let's check. Okay. Anyway.
Wait, you drew this, Lazar? No,
Yes.
sorry, I'm done now.
It's. Yeah. Oh. God damn. Okay. I've been using most of the day. Just, actually planning. I know, not usual, but after having some sense knocked into me, I drew this, and this is, it's basically what the fort is. There's this woods around it.
And this little house on top of hill?
No. This is big. We're talking 120 feet in length.
Oh.
What way?
You know how long the boat is?
Oh yes, the weirdly proportioned boat.
Yeah, from back to front,
Yeah.
That's how wide it is. From left to right.
Wait, so how big is the castle?
It's not a castle, it's more like a wall.
Well, it can't be a fort if it's just one wall. A fort has to. No. Otherwise, it's just a wall.
Well, I don't know.
It's like a wall with a camp behind it. If it doesn't have four, but if it has four walls, then it's a fort. And if it has a roof, then it's a castle. So does it have a roof? No.
I don't know. Maybe it has it now.
No. Wait, is there a roof or no?
No.
Okay, no roof, so fort, but it has four walls.
Technically, yeah, because it has like it's just
What do you mean? What do you mean technically?
Listen up.
It either has four walls or not.
It has 4 walls. We can say it has 4 walls.
Okay, so it's a fort.
On the front, there's a big enough entrance for, like, if you stack 2 ogres on top of each other, it's really big. And
Okay.
on the left side is a small opening, which is which you can sneak into. And surrounding the area is this forest, which we kind of used to hide. But a lot of the forest around the fort was... They were deforesting a lot. And it seems like the fortress was done. So I don't know what they were doing with their extra wood, and, you know, the cave had metal. You know, the one thing we were searching for was metal, and they had the only source of metal. Cave. But this is how at least looks like. So you have a visual perspective of how it looks like. I thought that could maybe be important, you know? Now, personally, I know that you're against it. But just hear me out. We can investigate what happens, what they currently are doing, and once we have enough information, we could launch a small attack, and then just we go in, do a lot of things, and then we go out, weakening their numbers without taking great risks. And yes, I have planned escape routes as well, with spells in mind. This is my suggestion.
And think, can I have a say?
Of course.
Well, it's the plan of the, fat and making it more of a distraction.
It's
Or-
more of seeing. It's if it comes down to it, we're gonna need to fight. First of all, we're gonna need to investigate. Get as much information. But once we have enough information about them and the surrounding area and whatever they're doing, I then think we can launch an assault to then see what their force is based on. Suddenly they can have new allies which we don't know about. The ogres and goblins and hobgoblins might just be grunts, And, if we take out a few ogres, like a dozen of goblins, it might not be a big dent, but it's a small enough dent to delay them, And I'm not
Uh,
planning to go all in and doing a suicide mission. It's just weakening them a little bit. But if it comes down to it, we just get away. We have you with spells, we have BB, and we have me. And we have Jannar. We all are capable of... We all have something under our sleeves. You know? I have a lot of... I have glitter dust, which can let us... which
Blessar,
makes a great
I
escape.
agree with everything you're saying, but I'm sorry, I have to go sleep now. It's way too late. And Jannar sort of just... He literally cannot stay awake anymore. He goes to sleep. He just goes in a direction and he falls asleep 10 feet that direction. He falls on the ground, fully snoring. He's like... And he's just sleeping there.
Well, I mean, looks like Jannar's kinda in for it.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So. Could I propose something?
Yeah?
If. How about we have.
Because the plan
you-
incorporates what you want, which is getting as much information as possible.
I have a suggestion. Because I do have an invisibility spell that grants me a few minutes, but not a lot, to get
Few
in
minutes.
and out. Yeah.
How many do
But-
you have of them? That's the question.
I can prepare more. I just need to redo it tonight. All my other stuff, you know? But by me redoing this will reduce my capability of
I mean,
kinda
We're not
standing
gonna
up
get
on my
there
feet.
immediately. That's the thing.
Well, say it like this, I could have 5.
So you could go on a very deep infiltration.
Without getting spotted. Yes.
You can still get spotted though. No.
True, but
Scent
less
and
likely.
sound.
Oh.
But
But
it's still a very great idea. I like. See?
But here's the other thing I'm proposing.
Okay.
Because you said smell, scent. I know it might be even more riskier than what you said, but we could summon creatures, right?
That's right.
And that could be a distraction. Like creatures, if you prepare a whole lot of creatures beforehand, they don't know what's hitting them, and for some reason a lot of tigers just appears out of nowhere, and a lot of people need to help, you know?
Hmm.
And
Do
then
we have any spell for communication? I don't have one, at least.
I guess I need to do some looking in my book.
Because if I think the BB summoning thing is good, but I think we should use it if you get spotted. Or
Okay.
not spotted, but if they get suspicious enough, if you have some communication spell, you can say, you can send a message to BB and he starts distracting them while you make your way out.
Alright. Lala looks through her journal,
Yeah.
looking for any communication spells.
Was it
She's
was
written
it
up.
was it sending?
It will send it.
Sending, yeah.
They will.
Yeah, sending a third level.
Yep.
25 words.
Okay.
Or lesser sending, is what I called it.
Yeah. So, wait, do I find it in my journal?
Yeah, Alchemist has it.
Okay.
But does Alchemist have spells known? Are they limited?
do I have? Am I limited to spells? No. Well, I do have some. Well, let me see.
Because
I
I'm just wondering if Alchemist has access to all the spells lists. Or if they... 'cause I'm pretty sure they don't have spells known. Yeah, Alchemist doesn't have spells known. They have just full access to their formula list, I guess.
yeah. Say an alchemist can also add to his book just like wizard. Oh, what?
Yeah, I mean, it would be in your formula list, to be honest. Because I would say that you have all the spells in your list.
Okay. So Blizzard, I have this spell which let me send a 25 letter
25
sentence.
words.
Words.
I mean, there we have it. We can find out everything from the outside. We can then send you on the inside, let's say the next day, or after we found out everything outside. And
Yeah.
after we gotten all that, you know, we can... How far is the range? Can you send it to anyone?
Uh,
The range is unlimited. And it's just a familiar creature.
yeah.
So the chief is
So-
familiar, you know.
Okay. How about yeah, I could also send it to BB, for example.
Okay, so we can do the full investigation. But I'm still I still wanna because knowing their forces is good. But it's also important to measure out their capabilities. You know? See if they have any hidden tricks in their book. You know?
Hmm.
And if worst come to worst, can we utilize your extracts?
No.
Okay. If worst come to worst, we have a pretty good setup to escape. BB can summon animals to slow them down. You can use invisibility or fly. Jinar is pretty fast. And I think I can cast I think it's called glitter dust.
Alright, I guess we have a plan.
Because it sounds like I'm still... It's no more that I want revenge anymore. It's more that I'm picking up from last time. And we had a clear advantage last time. So I feel like last time we fought these, we had a clear advantage, but we stayed too long and made it dangerous. So I would say as soon as any one of us feels like there's too many, or it's getting too dangerous, that we can back off. You know?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to lose an opportunity to weaken the enemy.
Well,
That's just my view on warfare. I don't have a lot of experience, but I know that weakening them, their forces is like if we killed 4 ogres last time. We killed 4 ogres, 5 hobgoblins, 8 goblins last time. Like if we even just if we get rid of 6 ogres this time, you know, we will save BB. We will save more goblins. You know. It was. We're making them build up, making them have to build up their forces once more. And while they're building up the forces, it gives us more time, and the goblins might have a small fight or small fighting chance if it comes to it, you know. I don't know. Do you have any input on this, BB?
Well,
Now, I took in the interest that you wanted to keep us all safe and that you care about us.
yes,
That's why I'm taking as small risks as possible.
yeah, that's really good. This is a scouting mission, and I still believe that the best course of action would just be to scout. And of course, Lila is an excellent tool when it comes to that. But I still don't think that we should do any major plays until we get help from Halgrim.
Like I'm saying, we fight them after we have everything, secured down to, the ground.
If we know that we can win, sure. But otherwise,
I am pretty sure we can win, because winning doesn't always mean getting rid of every enemy. If we go in there, get rid of a bunch of forces without taking too much like without straining ourselves too much, then it would count as a win, And
yeah.
I personally feel like this group is stronger than the last one.
Whatever you say, I'm still not exactly a tactical genius. I just want you all to be safe.
Yes. And I am pretty sure that we can win a small skirmish without losing anything or anyone.
I hope so.
I hope. Well, thank you for listening at least. And I hope I've changed your mind a little.
Well, I hope we. I think we will get through this. It's can never be certain, but we never know until we get there.
Let's just make sure that we do get there. It's
Yeah.
gonna be quite the trip.
4 days is quite a trip. But I think we'll make it. And for context, on the way back, I think we should take the alternate route.
Any specific reason?
I would
So
say to, first of all, chart any uncharted territory and the likelihood of them being there on the outskirts of the valley, which is and on top of the mountain, is less likely.
Hmm.
And it doesn't really add on. It adds on only 1 day on the way back, but we minimize risks. You know,
yeah,
their main focus seems to be around the valley and the trees and the caves and the goblins here and the town. You know,
okay.
you might never know what we can find on the outskirts of this on the valley. Maybe we'll find that. Maybe we'll find another dragon.
Oh, God.
Hopefully not.
I'm just kidding. We killed it. Okay, there should be no dragons. Okay. Plus, all dragons aren't bad dragons.
Why did you have to say bad dragon?
Stop taking my stuff into bad things.
It's not my fault that everything that comes out of your mouth is a fucking innuendo, okay?
It's not my fault that bad dragon is a bad word. That is so fucking impure that
Mean dragon.
no, mean sounds not all dragons are evil.
Angry dragon.
Like the one we faced was evil. It was white.
So you tell me what people are evil?
No!
I mean, I'm just not gonna comment on that. No, I'm saying that.
Get him banned, quickly!
I'm saying that I'm just gonna fucking roll on Bazaar's knowledge on this. Hey! A natural 19, baby.
Oh.
What's
Oh
his?
my.
What's his knowledge arcana? Let's hope it's not ass. Oh god,
Hopefully it is.
it's 20. He gets a 24. With mine, like knowledge, there seems to be two spectrums of dragons. Ones that are based on colors and ones that are based on metals.
Metal.
Yes,
Huh.
so a gold dragon, silver dragon, the silver dragon's in. Whoa. Now it makes a lot more sense. I was like,
I'm playing words.
what the fuck is a silver dragon? You know, the tavern that we met in.
Well, she had a shotgun, so maybe she blew off head of a dragon.
Oh god. Well, yeah. All I know is that the metal ones are the good side of the spectrum, and the colored ones are on the bad side of the spectrum.
What the fuck did you just say?
Stop taking Stop taking stuff out of context. I knew you were gonna do that. Just shut the fuck up. We're talking about dragons. We're talking about dragons.
Get him banned. He said that all colored are bad.
We're talking about dragons. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, the colored are evil. The metallic are good.
Someone clip that. Clip that.
And we killed a white one, so there shouldn't be any threat really.
You killed a white man?
Yeah, we killed a white dragon. Or
Yeah, okay.
I was unconscious because I fought it, of course. You know, valiant battle. I fought great and hard with Ace and Orgrim. You know?
Sense motive. Well, I do exactly know what happened, but Lila doesn't.
It's like,
Okay, please be
of course,
over.
Forgrim finished him off.
Oh, that's quite totally believable.
With a natural 1 against Blizzard's 18. You're like, maybe I got some information wrong, you know?
Huh.
Not all media is trustful, you know? But yeah, no, it's like, Forgrim, of course, finished him off, you know, jumping on him.
I heard a story that Ace finished him off.
Oh, no. I think I just saw Forgrim jump on the top of the dragon. Was on top of the dragon. That was the last thing I saw. Personally, I believe that he killed it after I went unconscious. But yeah, that's yeah.
Lila just kind of second guesses her information, but also questioning like, wait.
I swear to God, what?
I swear to God that. Wait, didn't I see what? Didn't I see Ace with the scales on his coat? What?
But yeah, anyways, there shouldn't be any real threat other than the monsters. So
I believe you.
And you know, we what if we find a dragon's nest treasure?
Oh.
You know?
I mean,
It was pretty close to the... We're not far away from where we killed it. That's all I'm saying. We're 2 days away from it.
I'm just saying that we...
And the dragons usually stay within a 100-mile area of their lair. So, on the way back, we could find treasure.
Yeah, I guess.
And we'll be much more safer, because it's uncharted terrain. I believe so.
Yeah, that seems fine, but right now, I think we should stop thinking a little. You know, I gotta kill the moon, you know?
Yeah, that's just want to share this with you. Lila, you can probably take the map, to be honest.
Lila takes the map.
You can probably take the fort thing. I know you like to analyze
Right.
and do your research.
Yeah, you see Lila gets onto it right away, and then she walks to her little shed in the village.
Yeah. It was a great meeting. We have a plan, and tomorrow at 6 we'll leave.
All right.
Can't count that high. Okay, goodbye.
BB finds a nice bush.
Yeah. I'm the trash man. I'm the bushman.
I'm the trash man.
Yeah, no. And as the day ends, everybody goes to sleep with a much more happier mood, much more confident mood. Just overall, pretty good night's sleep, knowing that you have a solid plan. And I think that is where we're gonna end this session.
Whoa!
Thank you everybody for watching episode 42. And we will see you next Thursday, where BB will die.
No, that was last time.
Ah, right. Where
I'm
BB Fazbear Entertainment will open up.
Okay, fuck. Okay, now you're making it personal here.
I mean,
I will end you.
remember the earlier sessions. It
And
was a common trend that all John's character just died.
And as BB says he will end me, I will end this stream. Bye.
He won't stream again, by the way.